On the 1st of May, Marjorie and I arrived at Tullikilly Road in Tullikilly House, near Belfast by Rathfriland in Northern Ireland. It was our first time transitioning from one household to another, and needless to say that this first transition was by far the hardest. But nonetheless, Tullikilly House was absolutely amazing. It was so beautiful, tranquil. It was a true sanctuary for body, mind, and soul. We did a lot of work in the garden, transplanting seedlings and taking care that the weeds would not take over. We were lucky enough to plant a lot of seeds. We were daily watering because it was a rather dry season. And also, we were working on rebuilding the stone walls, which was just an amazing experience to be taught by someone who knows the trade and can give you an in-depth view of how to do the mortar, how to get it into the wall, and how to fix a wall so that it looks beautiful afterwards. I'm very proud and I'm very, very thankful that I learned the skill that is needed to repair and do the work on a stone wall. It was such interesting work, and I'm very, very, very grateful to Stuart, my host, for his patience and kindness in showing me what to do and how to do it. The most special part for me was really doing the fine work afterwards. Mixing the mortar was the hardest because it took a lot of strength, but brushing and sponging and making it look beautiful afterwards was one of the most challenging, but also one of the most amazing things because you immediately could see the results by just looking at a stone wall that was formally falling apart and then perfect. Marjorie and I went on a lot of explorations. Basically, every opportunity we got when Stuart went out and took us with him, or when we went out ourselves and took a bus to everywhere we could go in the area. We were going slowly sometimes, sometimes fast, because we were so curious about the places. We really experienced a lot. We had a lot of time to let go, to have breaks and watch nature and what nature does. We were lucky enough to really be in a place where we could let loose and live in our own tempo most of the time. Also, I really enjoyed taking in the small things, like just sitting on a bench and watching a spider do its daily chores, repairing its net, and just basically watching nature, observing nature doing its thing. We made a lot of breaks because usually we were out all day, from the morning till the evening. So it was important for me as a dog mommy to make sure that Marjorie has a lot of breaks too. She is, after all, nearly 9 now, and I need to make sure that she does not have a total exhaustion after one of our days. We saw so many beautiful things. It really was the blossoming of spring everywhere we went. We were lucky enough to be in Castlewellan a lot. The Castlewellan grounds around the castle are just magical in springtime. and all the bluebells were in full bloom. I just couldn't get enough of them. Also, we found the most magical park in Tullamore, and we enjoyed a lot of walks in Kilburney, which is by Rostrevor. So we had, after the Isle of Lewis, where there were basically no trees around, we had a lot of time that we spent with trees. And we were also very lucky with the weather, because here in Northern Ireland it wasn't like full summer with 30 degrees. It was basically, the most we got was 21, 22 degrees, which is wonderful and very relaxing, because I don't need to watch out so much for Marjorie, and could just enjoy nature and do a lot of pictures, photographs, and yeah, just enjoy the wonderful, amazing abundance that surrounded us everywhere we went and everywhere we get to experience it. Apart from being lucky enough and privileged to go and just explore different places, and working, of course, there were a few other things that happened within this 6 weeks of being in Northern Ireland that are very dear to my heart. Nature is always one of the most special things to me, and I really like spending hours on end outdoors and just let the beauty um, literally tickle my soul and tickle my creativity. I love to see nature through Marjorie's eyes once in a while and follow her wherever her sense may lead her. What I also experienced was a lot of soul growth within these weeks. A lot of that is very in detail described in my blog wonderfinder.org. I put the link in the description box for you if you're interested. I go into a lot of detail of how my spirituality evolved within these 5-6 weeks. And I also am very, very grateful that I found a tattoo studio um, right outside the Castlewell grounds, actually. So I went to get 2 new tattoos on one Saturday morning, and afterwards had the most amazing walk with Marjorie in the grounds. Everything about the tattoo and the meaning behind it is also mentioned in my blog. Uh, and yes, within these 6 weeks, I was lucky enough to uh, finish one of my online courses at Shaw Academy, which is blogging, content creation, and social media marketing. And I also, just because I can, was able to start 2 new ones that are very, very dear to my heart, which is a diploma in yoga and coaching. So these two have also occupied a lot of my time in self-reflecting on myself, my growth, and where I want to go, what I want to do, and how I want to improve as a human being and be the best version I possibly can. So in a sense, when I said at the beginning that Tulikili House was for me a sanctuary for body, mind, and soul, I meant that quite literally, because apart from the body strength, because of the work that I build up and the effortless all day long adventures with Marjorie that my body was able to just do like that. I had the tattoos on my body as well, and when it comes to mine, I experienced a lot of challenges, but all of these challenges are or led basically to solutions. And then last thing, the soul growth, which is my specialty, if you will, because I'm very, very eager and to learn and grow a lot. I really enjoy self-development. So when it comes to a soul level, Tulikili House gave me the opportunity to firstly mend my heart after the breakup I had nearly 2 years ago. I think I'm now in a very, very healthy and good way to have closed that chapter and feel more confident in what I want, what I don't want. And secondly, the course, the diploma course for coaching gave me an opportunity to ask all the people I thought who would want to give feedback to me about how they see me in order to get my self reflection back from others as well. This was also so amazing, and I'm so grateful for all the people that took time out of their busy lives to give me feedback on how they feel about me and what they see in me. So, got a lot of good, humbling feedback on what I can do to improve not only my communication skills but also my listening skills. And one of the most self loving messages I got was that I should go more easy on myself and be gentle with myself. So I guess the most important message that comes out of this time is that we all are maybe too hard on ourselves, and we should like focus more on experiencing life through more gentleness towards ourselves. So yeah, I'm also very, very grateful to also could not have anticipated that this would come out of a feedback that I should be like more gentle with myself and more tender towards myself. So yeah, I think the experience of having 6 weeks in Northern Ireland, having forests and beaches, nature reserves, dunes, caves, canals, and all that nature has to offer was very healing. Also, the 6 to 10 hours that I spent outdoors each and every day, working and after work walks with Marjorie were very healing as well, because I realized how strong my body is, how much I can really do. And then I did a lot of outdoor yoga, a lot of outdoor meditation, a lot of just slowing down my pace of living. And that really, for me personally, was by far the absolute best thing. Just my very own tempo, doing everything in my own pace. And when I felt like I watched ants or bees, or just the wind that basically moved the grass, watch the clouds above fly by, or going barefoot on the beach even, let the waves come tickle my ankles and wash over my skin, and just observe seaweed that's on the side that is being moved by the waves, the sand that erases drawings that you make, the ebb and the flow, and it just really is transforming if you're just not outside just to be outside, but be outside and allow yourself to have some time to yourself, to not think about anything else but what the waves do, what the wind does, what the clouds are doing, or even have a children's game watching the clouds and seeing different shapes and forms. So, yeah, I am 6 weeks after arriving in Northern Ireland. I'm now in the Republic of Ireland, in Dublin. I left Northern Ireland on the 11th of June, and I couldn't be more grateful and thankful for the experience, the lessons, the growth, and all that I have been able to explore and experience. So, with all of that said, I wish all of you a very, very good start into the new week. And like always, beloved ones, love and light to each and every one of you. I am very excited. There is so much life to live, and I wish all of you a glorious, joyful, and fulfilling life. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much for your time. And until next time, I hope to read from you. Bye.